I think we'd be progressive, dynamic and strong work ethic.
Ambitious, professional.
Expansive and impressive.
Good fun.
I like the people. I see Joe Duffy's as a family.
I would say the variety. Every day is different. Working with the operational team, it's not just counting the beans.
Which is obviously great fun.
Yes, it is, yes.
Every day is a challenge, never a dull moment. You know, you never know what you're going to get one day, the next, 1 month, the next one. There's always someone pushing, always something changing, so it's always interesting.
I've been here 9 years now, I've made a lot of good friends, and that's part of the enjoyment of coming to work every day.
It's not a drag to come to work, it's enjoyable to come to work. It's good crack.
Listen to customers and look after customers like they would like to be looked after.
Committed, customer focused.
Hard-working, competent, good fun.
I would say friendly, approachable, hard-working and flexible.
Yeah, good fun. It's really important because it's nice to come to work and enjoy coming to work. I think you need to be a leader. I think you need to set the example for everyone within your team.
It's drive and determination and that competitive spirit that I've mentioned, wanting to achieve to be the best. If you want to be the best, you come to work for us. But anyone who's competitive and wants to achieve number one, this is the place to be.
It's always changing and evolving, and it's willing not to just be stuck in your ways, looking for outside the box sort of thing and adapting to the situation.
Be willing to change and be willing to adapt what you do to make it better for everybody. You need to be able to progress and not become stale.
I think you need to have awareness of your staff's needs. I think you need to have empathy. I think you need to have confidence in your staff.
Be willing to take on responsibility, and as Joe said, it's a diverse range of things that we do. So eagerness, enthusiasm, and a willingness to do your best.
There's a great support group with all the managers. If we don't know it, someone knows it, and everyone's approachable, everyone's always on the phone. Great team.
I think first impressions is good team effort. Everybody rowing the boat same direction, and no hidden agenda.
Well, I obviously came from Pendragon PLC, which is one of the biggest retailers in Europe, and came over to Joe Duffy's, which is #1 retailer in Ireland. I think I was impressed with the management, how they've got a clear goal, and the fact that we are in a recession, we're still continuing to grow and expand.
I think from my experience coming from another motor retailer, I suppose it was interesting to see how progressive the group was and how process orientated it was. I felt that was something that really suited my skill set.
I don't like Mondays.
It's a historical issue to me.
Historical issue, yeah, going back a few years.
Patient.
You're patient. They definitely don't know that.
No.
Well, I'm certainly not going to mention the fact I'm a cross-dresser. So I just played safe and say my middle name's Thomas, just before the answer.
Can I dance? Yes, I'm a good dancer.
You dance like Eddie, your man from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. What's it called?
Carlton.
Carlton. I'm a good Carlton dancer. I'm not doing
Gives a
it.
blast.
No, that's only for, that'll be the Christmas party.
I once nutmegged Paul McGrath in a football match.
Brilliant.
A mate won a training day with him, so we had a five-a-side at the end, and I got to nutmeg him, and he was trying. I'm not messing, he was trying.
Everyone already knows that.
Yeah. Did he?
Nutmeg me and Joe quite a few times as well, to be fair.
I do volunteer work for Make-A-Wish Foundation.
Winning Manager of the Year, actually 2 years ago. Very proud moment. Also at the moment, the team I have around me, the longevity we have, we've been together now a long time, and yeah, indeed over the last couple of years, a lot of investment into training, and Shane and Robbie both succeeding in a Masters assessment this year has been a huge, I suppose, reward for them and for me.
Oh my God, there's been so many. I actually think I was particularly proud of the company when they opened Audi North Dublin.
You also won an award there.
Yeah, I won an accountancy award in 2012. So got to go off to London and accept that, and it was really it was a highlight definitely of my time in Joe Duffy's, and they gave me the chance to study with us. We offer a good study pack, so definitely a great help from Joe Duffy to get that.
that award, you're underplaying it there a little bit. If you just tell us what.
Yeah, it was fourth in the world for accountancy.
I think it's the investment, our facilities and also our people. I think continuing training, internal training, manufacturer-based training.
I think people who come into the group want to be the best. They're competitive. We're all competitive with each other. We all want to outgrow our role and move into the next role. But I think, you know, if you're a competitive individual and you want to be number one, well then this is the place where you need to be.
Yeah, I know it's cheesy, but it is the people that make the difference. There are some just great managers out there. There's great people, and every time we are expanding and the managers that we have in the current businesses are helping out in the new place, it's really helping them to get off the ground. I think that's a really big part of it.
I would say the two factors are the investment in facilities and certainly the staff. It's our people that make the difference, as they say, you know.
7 years, actually more.
Best years of your life?
Yeah.
9 years, 4 months and 32 days.
Brilliant.
I joined on April Fool's Day. Probably the least funniest day of the year. But yeah, 4.5 years.
And you came in as an
accounts assistant. I lived in Australia for 3 years, came here and just progressed through the ranks since then, given plenty of opportunities. So it's been a great 4.5 years.
Yeah, more or less the same for me. I wasn't in Australia, but started as an accounts assistant about 5.5 years ago. So
I'll be here 10 years next March 2015. I came in as a junior service advisor. My first role was actually responsible for the service loan vehicles, and quickly progressed to service advisor and then to team leader and pretty much up to service manager now at this stage.
Super opportunities for me to grow, develop, learn and push myself, challenge myself. So yeah, absolutely, it's a huge amount of opportunity for anyone joining this group.
And that's obviously, if you progress, that brings opportunities.
Of course,
for,
yeah,
for
and it's important. It's important that everyone develops, you know. So anyone who joins at any level gets the right level of development the whole way through. And I think there's a good support structure there in place for people to do that.
At my young age, I would hope so.
And Peter, same question, do you feel there are opportunities for further progression?
I think the Joe Duffy Motor Group, there's opportunities everywhere for progression. As I touched upon, we continue to grow and acquire new businesses. So yes, there's progression there if you're willing to learn and wants to progress within the company.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I started in the depths of the recession, and I don't think at any stage I felt like it wasn't a secure job. There was never any question of that. So I think as the economy's getting better and we're getting stronger, it's just looking brighter and brighter. When both of us started as accounts assistants, so we've both already been part of the progression sort of model so far, and I'd like to think that yeah, sky's the limit.
Of course, yeah, and I've seen it throughout the group, and even for people that the role doesn't suit, I believe there's plenty of other opportunities and other roles within the group as well. I think it's endless really. I think it's up to yourself, your ambition really at the end of the day.